is 1.5 meters away. If not, there is a little bit of room in the lounge room.
Or a loved one.
Sorry? Oh, you can definitely, yeah. So 1.5 meters away from the next person or the next group. All right. Terrific. All right. Gosh, are we warmed up yet? We'll get warmed up in a minute because we'll be doing some vertical exercise. So by way of introduction, ladies and gentlemen, my name's Kayleen King. I'm really pleased to be your auctioneer here today in the beautiful suburb of Ainslie. And on behalf of our team at the LJ Hooker Dixon office, headed up by Principal there, Stephen Bunday, he'll introduce you to the team shortly. And of course, on behalf of our owners, we wish you a very warm welcome this morning, despite the weather. If you are registered to bid, wish you all the very best of luck with your bidding this morning. So folks, I will read through the terms and conditions under which we act for the sale of property by auction in the ACT. I will deal briefly with the front page of the contract. Both of those documents have been available for you to take a look at in the last 30 minutes or so, and certainly have been available through Stephen and the team throughout the marketing period. So if you have any last minute questions, I would ask you to grab one of the team now, have those questions answered, so that once we get started, out of respect for all of the other bidders, we just get a nice flow on and don't have too many interruptions, or any interruptions would be good. So let's jump in. So ladies and gentlemen, the terms under which we act for the sale of property by auction in the ACT are as follows. Of course, first and foremost, if your plan this morning is to bid, hopefully you are already registered. If you haven't registered, grab one of the team. We can do that pretty quickly. And also, ladies and gentlemen, if the bidding starts and you're thinking to yourself, gosh, I should have registered, this is looking like great value, grab one of the team. As long as you've got your license with yours and photo ID and the ability to electronically transfer a deposit this morning, we would be more than happy to see you participate. The auctioneer may refuse a bid. That's me today. I'm the auctioneer. If I don't feel a bid is in the best interest of the owner, I will very gently refuse it. I'm not an unreasonable person. If we have a dispute about a bid, I may just decide to go back to the last undisputed bid. Undisputed bid. That was difficult. Or we might just go back to the beginning. I don't think we've ever done that one before. It would have to get pretty ugly before we did that. The sale is subject to a reserve price unless otherwise announced. The highest recorded bidder will be the buyer subject to the reserve price today. If the reserve price is not met today, the owner is obligated to speak first with the highest bidder for the purchase of the property. That is a really important one, ladies and gentlemen. If it looks like we are going to pass in, have yourself in that driving seat, in that pole position, holding that highest bid and giving yourself the best opportunity to purchase the property. Folks, I will just remind you again, 1.5 meters just between you and your neighbours. You can go into the lounge room if you're just spectating today. Thank you. Any questions about those terms and conditions? Nope. Fantastic. All right, our property in this gorgeous suburb of Ainslie is described as Unit 2, Unit Plan 1936, Block 14, Section 61, in the Division or District of Ainslie, known commonly to you, me and Australia Post as 2 of 14 Canning Street, here in the beautiful suburb of Ainslie. We thank our sellers very much for their clear instructions and of course always appreciate the opportunity to represent owners here in Canberra. Colhoun Murphy have prepared the legal documents. The stakeholder will be the LJ Hooker Dixon Trust account, and the seller's agent and agency, LJ Hooker Dixon, beautifully represented throughout the marketing campaign by Stephen and of course the team. Restriction on transfer is nil and the property is offered vacant possession. Fixed floor coverings, window treatments, light fittings as inspected. Date for completion 45 days, deposit 10%. If you have made other arrangements around the deposit or the settlement term, please rest assured that we will make sure that is reflected on the contract for you and any agreement that has been made is honoured and upheld. Any questions about all of that information? No? Fantastic. All right, Stephen, over to you.
Thanks very much, Kayleen. Well, firstly, I would also like to thank the owners, Edward and Anne, for the opportunity to represent them in the sale. They've been here since 2007. They have loved living here, and I think it's really quite apparent. I'd also like to thank their son, Juliet, because while they were swanning around in Queensland looking to buy a property, Julian actually styled the property and did a great job for a bloke, as I'm sure that you will agree. The house itself it's close to perfect. I mean, opportunities like this really don't come up much in Ainslie. There's a bit of dual occupancy. Mostly they were built on under 1,000 square metres. And based on the plot ratio, those houses couldn't be much more than 135 or 145 square metres. We're on over 2,000 square metres of land here, which enabled Sutton and Horsley, very well-renowned local builders, to build something far more substantial. So 195 square metres of living plus the double garage. The block itself is over 600 square metres, and it's shared with two lovely neighbours who've been here since the outset. The location's magnificent. We've got the beautiful Mount Ainslie just there, and those of you who know me know how much I love this suburb. We've got the best local shops in Canberra. Somebody said to me the other day, the best in the world. Was that you, Jeff?
No.
No, the best in the world. But they are absolutely spot on, and they're getting better all the time. Those of you who've been to Edgar's and love Edgar's like I do, now we've got the upstairs bit, which is even better. But the IGA there is fantastic, great restaurant, just a really nice place to be. We're close to Braddon too, folks, so you can walk into the wonders of Braddon. Leave your car here, have an extra glass of wine, don't worry about parking, don't worry about driving home. I mean, it's absolutely spot on. And it's been a long time since this property was on the market. The other two have never been on the market since they were built. And I would suggest whoever buys this will be here for a long time again. So if you have registered today, I wish you all the very best of luck. Don't hold back, don't have any regrets, because I don't have any more of these. Thank you.
Fantastic, thank you, Stephen. And what a testament to not only the location but the build when you can say that your neighbours have been here since day one. There's no greater testament, I wouldn't have thought. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's a little cold. I'm glad the sun is out and I'm grateful there is no rain, but let's get on with it. Who'd like to be that lucky first bidder here in Canning Street, Ainslie, an opening bidder offer to get us away?
Quiet spot.
It is quiet. I must have forgotten my most important announcement. This is not a silent auction, ladies and gentlemen. Do need you to participate. Very easy. How about I suggest $1 million? That would be a super, super easy decision, I would have thought. Who's going to be the first one to jump in at $1 million? 1 million. Bidder number one. Hopefully that's lucky for you. Here we are at $1 million. I'd like $1,050,000. I'll take 25 if it's easier for you, but 25 or 50 is the next jump, ladies and gentlemen. At $1 million, we've started away. I know you've got competition in the yard, folks, and I'm going to try and draw them out. Otherwise, I'll be going halves with you at $1 million. At $1 million, what do you say, folks? Is there 25 from there?
Jump in whenever you like.
I would have thought, again, very easy decision at $1,025,000. Otherwise, I will be calling it in the favour of lucky bidder number one at $1 million, $1,025,000. Did I see your wife nodding at you, sir?
Yeah, she was just.
Was that an instruction? No.
It wasn't really a nod, it was more like a...
Oh, excellent. Well, start nudging everybody. At $1 million here for bidder number one. First call. Second call at $1 million, $1,025,000, ma'am. I just need to see the other side of your card, please. Bidder number two at $1,025,000, $1,050,000 for you if you'd like. Bidder number one at $1,025,000. $1,050,000 is the next bid, and thank you, bidder number 18. At $1,050,000 we have bidder number 18 against our starters, against you, ma'am, bidder number 2, and anybody else hiding one of those little cards away. At $1,050,000 here, bidder number 18 in the lead. 75's the next step, ladies and gentlemen. We'll take this straight to 1.1. I'm sure we're still in the great value buying zone at 1.1. $1,050,000 is the call. Bidder number 18. First call. Second call at 1050. 75, and I'll take 1-1 from you if you like. 75's behind you, bidder number 2. 1.1 if you like, and he says 1.1. 1,100,000 in this beautiful backyard. Property might be yours. Who's going to be putting that moving date on the calendar? At 1,100,000. Still staying in 25s if you wouldn't mind. At 1.1 here. sir, 1,025,000. I might take 20 if you smile at me nicely. At 1,100,000. Back with our starters. Against all other bidders at the moment. At 1.1. Jump back in, bidder number 2. You're doing such a great, and you've got the comfy position. Another 25 for you. 1,125. Auctioneers don't like this direction. We love that direction. At so we are at 1.1, aren't we? 1.1, calling it in. First time. 25, 1.125. Thank you, sir. Bidder number 18 back in front. 50 if you like, bidder number 1. Or back to, I can see a couple of bidders' cards. You haven't had any fun yet, folks. Jump in. We're having fun. We haven't spent any money yet. At 1.125 bids here with bidder number 18. Give you a minute to think if you like. At 1,125,000. Astonishing buying at that level, but I'll call it in if I need to. At 1,125 and 50 and 150. Thank you. 1.15 here. 75 for you, sir. Will take me straight to 1.2. Your smile matches the house. I can see you here. We're at 1,150,000. Back with bidder number 1. 1,150. Another 25 from there. Get in front, ladies and gentlemen. At 1,150. First time of calling. 75. 1,175 here. 1,2 for you folks if you like. 1,175. Bidder number 18 back in front. $1,175,000 is the call. It's a beautiful property. It's a big decision.
They want you to earn your money. They've just said, like, she's not earning your money.
Right. Okay. Not sure how to take that. Would you like to make the bid of 3 million? Then I'd well and truly earn my money. Bidder number 18, you're in the lead at 1,175,000. 1.2 is the next step, ladies and gentlemen. Would love you to have it, sir. It could be yours. It might be the lucky bid. At 1,175,000. First call. Second call at 1,175,000.
1.2.
1.2. I knew we'd get there. We're still looking at great value. Gosh, you'll pay $1 million for some of the blocks around Ainslie. An absolutely stunning home and 190 square metres of living. Building that again would be a $450,000 exercise on its own, I would imagine. At 1,200,000, our starters back in the lead. I'd like to stay in 25s, but I'll take 20 if it's easier for you. At 1,200,000. First call. Second call at 1,225,000. 20. Oh, you're going to make me drop that increment. That's okay. And 20. 1,220,000 here. Oh, there's a phone bidder. Excellent. We love a phone bidder. At 1,220,000, 40 if you like, or take me to 50. Ma'am, I haven't forgotten about you, and I know there are a couple of other registrations. Maybe you're just waiting for a moment. That's okay. At 1,220,000 here. 40 if you like. 1,220,000. I'm happy to call it again. First time at 1,220,000.
And here, Kayleen.
40 and 40 there. Come back quickly, sir, at 60. 40's here, 60's your bid. Or somebody else if you'd like to jump in. I don't want to exclude anybody. 1,240,000 here. 60 for you, sir.
50.
Can I say 60? I think we're going to get there anyway. And 60. 1,260,000 here. What a lovely little pace we've got going. 1,260,000, 80 if you like.
I take 70.
I'll stay in 20s just for a second if that's all right. Is that okay? At 1 million, I've lost my way. 1,260,000 here. 20s? I saw a nod there. It was very subtle, but I saw it. Look, I'll take you 10. We'll go 70. 70, same courtesy to you, sir, and let's go 80. at 1,270,000 here. 280 if you like. $1,270,000. Bidder number one, is it going to be the lucky number for them today? At 1,270,000. First call, 80, 90 for you folks. At 1,280,000, bidder number 18. Calm, collected. You look like you've done this before. At 1,280,000, I'd love you to take me to 1.3. At 290, I'll take, and Sarah's left the door wide open for you to do 1.3. Don't zip up that pocket. What if I said I'll take 5,000? It's a beautiful property, rare as hen's teeth. There won't be another one, evidenced by the fact that the neighbours have been here since day one. At $1,290,000. Sorry? 285. We're at 90, so I'll take 295. Or make 1.3 your lucky number, sir. At 1,290,000, folks, you're in the lead. We might just have to have a quick chat with our owner. And there are other people that haven't had any fun yet and haven't had a bid. Now is your moment at 1,290,095. Thank you so much, bidder 18. At 1,295,000. So now the door is yours. 1.3. We've rounded the corner at 1.3 million. Don't put it away. Have you put it away again? Some of these bidders are so naughty. At 1.3 million, it's a home forever. It's absolutely beautiful. Nothing to do. Stephen's just having a quick chat with our owners at 1.3, bidder number one. You're in the lead. If you're here having a think, now might be your moment. I know we are super duper close at 1.3 million. If I promise not to take a bid, who are the neighbours? Not necessarily the direct neighbours, but who are the Ainslie locals that have perhaps heard Stephen spiel many times? Yes. Ah, very good. Very good. It's a beautiful suburb. And is Stephen right about the IGA and the local shops? Yes. Okay, there you go. You've heard it here. At 1.3 million. Have I not worked hard enough? At 1.3, ladies and gentlemen, the sun has gone in. If you're going to bid, jump in. These folks are super comfortable in their big puffy jackets. Everybody looks warmer than me. At 1.3 million, Stephen's just doing a lap around the yard to see what else is there. At 1.3, beautiful property, a great opportunity to be tucked away ever so quietly. Stephen couldn't convince you, bidder number 18, to get that back out. Perhaps if you put your hands in your pockets just to keep them warm, and then you might be tempted. There might be a few dollars floating in the bottom of the pocket. At 1.3, at the pointy end, ladies and gentlemen. So if you're going to jump in, now would be your moment. At 1.3 million. Feel free to talk amongst yourselves. I did actually tell a great Irish joke. Are there any Irish people that I might offend? Oh, yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, at 1.3 million, we are just a switch away from where we need to be. If you're going to jump in and have that highest bid, have it now. Otherwise, we will be holding over. That simply means we're going to press pause and continue negotiating with bidder number one. So it doesn't mean we're going to hunt you out. If you're here with a bidder's card and you're interested to see, or you're waiting till we're on the market to bid them, please hang around. But this is your opportunity to be in the lead. At 1.3, is there any further bid or offer? First, second, third opportunity to get involved. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to hold it over in your favour, bidder number one. If you're here with interest in the property, please feel free to stay just in the courtyard if you wouldn't mind. If you are leaving, I would ask you just to move directly through the lounge room and out the front door. And if you're staying, talk amongst yourselves. We'll be back with you shortly.